This is the entity gang stalking, flying right over my hotel room under the fake sun. This is again flying south. The entity is doing so while the fake sun is still here, monitoring me while in real time providing evidence against the entity. This is targeting that is clearly shown. The entity is flying over the Tepor Professional Building at 325 West G Street. The entity is flying over the Ontario Village Shopping Center on Holt Boulevard as though they're taking off there. The entity is engaging in what is flying adjacent to the 280 North Limit Apartments like they're taking off there. The entity is not feigning any takeoff. They're clearly targeting by flying over this hotel room, amplifying the plane activity, far from taking off from any airport at 2500, 2900 Airport Drive, doing so while I happen to be documenting the people of the state that are going to be prosecuted while the demons are stalking hotel rooms under the fake sun that is still here. It's 8:05 a.m. and the entity is gang stalking at Mobile. That's light activity, crossing path, all of the freeway, doing so while the entity is stalking in the sky and ongoing aerial surveillance. The entity is engaging in this pattern of conduct. Demons are using commercial planes hovering over my hotel room. This is exactly what I was documenting when I was in the room at the opposite end in 2021. And the demons weren't flying over this end. They were flying over that end where my room was, where the fake sun was, where I'm documenting that pattern of conduct. This is Alan D. Wapner's public removal and exposure. He is engaged in domestic terrorism in the state of California, in the United States. And the entity that is gang stalking through commercial planes does so in an obvious manner. This is hovering, flying in the direction south, making a U-turn. They're not even acting like they're taking off. This is what they're doing everywhere. It's not a persuasive appearance of taking off. You're not taking off everywhere in the city of Ontario. And you're certainly not taking off at 2301 South Euclid Avenue. You are gang stalking. You're doing so with all the demons that are stalking in the path pursuant to the provision of amplified audible activity, where the entity is and the fake sun is remaining right over the venue, okay? As it's reflecting off of the windshield, it's like I captured on video. And this is light activity, relevant positioning, and ongoing audible activity. 5 SBA 114 is monitoring with the Ontario International Airport. That's the city of Ontario, P.O.C. And that's impossible light on the ground. A demon is gang stalking with the establishment economy in. And this is the entity that committed kidnapping on September 25th, 2020. And guess who's going to federal prison? Everybody engaged in that. A. Morris committed kidnapping. Corporal Kemp committed kidnapping and did so pursuant to what is the pattern of conduct that's underway right now. And so did the gang stalkers who are likely gang stalking immigrants. And they're still here monitoring while the city of Ontario is aiding in that criminal endeavor. Okay, this is Mobile crossing path right here, where the entity is maintaining the fake sun, and all they're doing is maintaining presence as an entity. This demon is wearing a blue shirt. He's right here behind these green trees, behind the leaves right here, right there, stalking in the path, engaged in federal stalking together, monitoring my vagina inside of my hotel room with all of these demons who are engaged in surveillance as well. That's why impossible light, while you saw me walking and I'm taking pictures of this gate, it's appearing, manifesting a light on all that, they're all monitoring together. And that's proven while the entity maintains plane activity over my hotel room in conformity to the pattern of conduct. It is currently 8:07 a.m. That's what the entity is doing day and night. And the entity is amplifying plane activity inside of the depths of the bathroom, monitoring my vagina when I'm in that private space. And everything happening in this hotel room is a matter of public information. That's the sex offense committed by third parties like Mobile Gas, committed by third parties like Economy Inn, Starbucks, the corporation, headquartered in Seattle, and the entity that is gang stalking, as I'm showing at every business, at KFC, at Carl's Jr., all right, Omnitrans gang stalking. While I'm on Omnitrans and the fake sun is not stationary for 12 hours, it's remaining in the window of the bus, street for street and turn for turn, the entire route, which is also attributed to the criminal conduct of Alan D. Wapner. Okay, both the Ontario International Airport and the gang stalker Omnitrans. And this is going to be dealt with on a government level. And with regard to the civilian population that's sharing in criminal surveillance, this is P.O.C. And this is what the entity is doing, listening to me document on my device, and it's ceaselessly engaging, and it's exhibiting severe mental illness of that special needs status that's engaged in public corruption. The 60 freeways is sharing in that pattern of conduct. Okay, this is P.O.C. It's currently 8:08 a.m. at 2301 South Euclid Avenue.